So, hello everyone. Ah, let me just make sure. Okay, yeah, my audio is fabulous, I believe. So, um, it's not been too long. Um, I'm sure y'all haven't missed me because I've only been gone a few days. But, um, in the time I have been gone, a lot of stuff has stirred up, per se. And I would like to kind of discuss it, I suppose, um, with y'all. Now, please don't ask why my Minecraft looks like this. I don't really know. You can't even see my skin. This is proof that it's me playing. You can see my name is Barb. Hello. This is so fucking weird. Um, oh, what the fuck? Okay. So, well, let me turn my Minecraft audio up. It's really quiet. So, I haven't actually checked my video in a few days, but, according to one of my friends, Cora Zero, and, her manager, Tenshi Halden, I've noticed that apparently a lot of people have been contacting them. Um, they've also told me how it has caused them a lot of problems. Um, and they hate the feeling of people constantly messaging them for hours, even when they're extremely busy. Um, and I apologize to Cora or anyone else affected by this. I did not know people would do this to you. I simply just gave them sources to know, like, where to go after my end comes, because obviously no one's gonna have anywhere to go once I vanish, so I made sure to give them somewhere to go when I vanished. But it seems people have sort of misused this. I'm not blaming anyone really, because I see why you would do that. You know, I gave you those sources, you used them, but you did kind of apparently message these people for hours at a time and kind of delay any projects that they may have been working on. From so what I've been told. To be honest, I haven't really been told anything. I have just heard about it via YouTube sources. But yeah, apparently it's been quite bad, which is kind of uncool. I feel like these people should be free to live their life, and kind of taking that away from them is sort of fucked up. And I appreciate that y'all are investigating me. I find that very interesting and very cool. And but if I'm being honest, that's not really why I'm making this video. The whole reason I said all of that was because I know Cora is absolutely watching this. Hello, Cora. And I know that she is no longer watching this because I have been friends with her myself, and I know she only watches the first few minutes of conspiracy videos to make sure that they're not talking about her. The thing is, I am going to be talking about some stuff. Um, I do keep forgetting what it is. Oh, yes, okay. that video I made, of me saying that this isn't the end was because it isn't the end. You will all be seeing me on very random, odd occurrences. What I mean is, none of these videos are going to make sense, and I'm going to be doing that on purpose. I will make sure everyone watching these videos does not understand a single thing in them. And I won already. You see, I made that video saying this isn't the end, and in that video I stated the fact that no one believed me anymore, that I was constantly being antagonized and manipulated, and people were cheating me and my identity and pretty much just fraudulating my identity. And I said that everyone was against me. And everyone in that video proved my point. You will see every single comment is against me. Everyone is on the other person's side, and you don't even know the other person. That's what's crazy. No one even knows anything about the other side, and you have all immediately taken their side, proving literally everyone is immediately against me. I was ahead of you this entire time. I made that video specifically to prove a point, that I knew if I said anything about who I am, about what I know, about my past, about my future, about what I'm doing right now, I knew all of you would call me fraudulent, call me a liar. You would distrust me and disbelieve me, and even say I was mentally insane. I prepared for this. I knew it was gonna happen. And you know what? I've now shown you that you've proved my point. You have all proved my point. And I'm not upset, because I knew this was gonna happen. This is how people think. This is how psychology works. But sometimes you have to understand, not everyone is always lying to you. Everything I say is a cry for help. Everything I say is me trying to let out something without letting it out officially, so everyone can try and figure it out for themselves. Because if I say it personally, I will be blamed for the rest of my life for doing so. So I have been constantly, for years on end, trying to find a way for someone to just let out the truth for me by figuring it out. And over those years, I have studied people just so hopefully one of them will let out the truth. But nobody, and I mean nobody, is ever gonna believe the truth. And I know that for a fact. I'm gonna have to convince some people, and even those people won't fully believe it, because there's no evidence on what I say. There's no factual proof or even knowledge of what I say, because I can't acknowledge it. Everything I say, I have to disapprove and say, no, that's not the truth, because I have to lie. Otherwise, I will be blamed for telling the truth. Everyone involved in this will blame me for telling everyone everything. But the thing is, the truth has been right on your toes for 6 years now. And no one has noticed a goddamn thing. You all have been given so many hints over the years. Millions of people have been given so many hints over these years, yet not a single one of you has fully picked up on the truth. And that is severely shocking. You have so much evidence right in your hands. The person you're trying to find is right at your doorstep, and yet you can't find them. It's like trying to find your phone while you're holding it. Looking for your phone with your phone's flashlight. Looking for your keys while they're in your pocket. Looking for your father when you know he's gone. You're all looking for answers. Way, way, way too far away. You all don't believe how close the truth is. And that goes with everyone in life. No one ever realizes how how close the truth is until you've figured it out. But the truth is almost always simple. Almost always. But no one ever realizes it. Because that's just too simple, isn't it? That is just too simple to make sense. So why would that be the answer? The thing is, it seems like no one really ever knows anything. You don't really know who I am. I don't really know who you are. None of us really can know anything for sure. And in the end, why do you care? Why does it matter? I have been wanting to tell everyone the truth for so goddamn long, but I can't, because I know what people will do with it. I know the consequences of my actions, which is why I will not commit those actions. I know it will affect everyone around me and myself for years and years to come. Because people are insane. People are obsessive with people that they care about. Just please, get involved if you want, ask stuff. But don't just call me a liar without any proof that I'm a liar. Don't just constantly message people that you don't know for answers instead of trying to figure it out yourself, which is what all of these people have been doing for years, spending their time to figure it out. Please do not bother my associates. Please do not become obsessive over who I am, who my friends are, what company I'm related to, my past, my future, my current dealings. I'm just trying to live here. I'm just trying to support my fellow creators in their growing of their platforms, and I am just trying to live now. I have gone past my previous life of what I used to do, who I used to be. That's not me anymore. People change. You need to realize that. It's been half a decade. Please realize people do change. And things are different now. And I'm not a liar. Don't go calling people a liar without any proof. Because that was the whole reason I made that video. I was clearly clearly showing you how much things had affected me. And guess what? You all you all contributed into trying to make it worse. Now that is the worst thing any of you could have possibly done. I will say that right here and right now. You all did the worst thing you could have possibly thought of. And I don't blame you. I would have done the same if I was in your exact position. But I have a different frame of mind. And I know that's not the best idea. So please, just think. Think for yourself. Don't go listening to this big propaganda on the internet, even though this is technically propaganda. This propaganda is telling you to think for yourself. Don't just follow the herd because people believe stuff. Look at the facts. Facts have never hurt us, okay? Belief and facts are two completely different things. We need to focus on facts. What we really, really know versus what we just believe. Because what we just believe will never, ever, always be the truth. What we believe seems to get proven wrong a lot. So, just find proof instead. If you can't, then that probably means it's a lie. Or it probably just means that whatever you're trying to find is severely hidden for a good reason, and you shouldn't be trying to find it. I'm sorry that I've had to come back and say all this, but, you know, I was really hoping you would have resolved this by now. But you haven't, and that's okay. People do silly things. Just don't make that mistake again.